I'm intertola competing with our neighbor. No, you can't place yet.
This feature is brought to you by
the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports.
He came to inspire, and he did not hold back.
I've been telling them this story about my father. My father, I don't know, I'm going to show my age, but I don't know if anybody in here know a band named Jahphix. Okay. Jahphix was the biggest band in the whole world and the biggest artist from the Virgin Islands that I have ever known. And Jahphix had a show, and they had a line around the corner, and I look at my father and I say, man, Daddy, one day, I want people lining up to see me and Timothy like that. And my father said, if that's your goal, we already lose. You know what he said? He said everybody in that band have a regular job. When they get off stage, they have to go to work. If your competition in Destiny's Child, Jay-Z, Pink, we already lose. I'm intertola competing with our neighbor. No, you can't place yet. Yo, don't compete with your neighbor. You're supposed to say, hey neighbor, I lose it. Me too. Let we get together and figure out how to win. Straight up.
Grammy Award-winning songwriter Dr. Theron, a native of the U.S. Virgin Islands, took to the stage at a first-of-its-kind seminar, The Artist.
Collaboration. Everybody in this room should be walking with each other, talking to each other. I always tell people the Virgin Islands too small for us to hate. The reason why there's no Virgin Island artist super big and it's very hard is because we lack the population to push somebody to the top. Like Puerto Rico, who have about 2 to 3 million people, Jamaica, who has a population of 2 to 3 million people, and then the whole entire Virgin Islands with a whopping 175,000 people. We don't have the population to hate on each other. Even if you don't, we don't. Even if you don't like someone's music, hear me out. I ain't saying, Theron, I don't like it, I ain't gonna buy it and download it, that's fine. But do not get on a public platform or publicly ridicule someone or say something negative about somebody. A good friend of mine tell me this, one of my favorite quotes, it's not whole quote. They do not build statues of spectators. If you have time to talk shit about people, you're already losing. If you sitting on someplace saying, yeah, he can't do this, I'm better than him, you lose. You, big man, I is the #1 black songwriter in the world, not in the Virgin Islands, not in an art.
Come on.
No, it's true, right? And I ain't saying to say like, to start, I don't have a hated bone in my body. I want another Virgin Island, another young person to have an idea that is like, what? When I hear good ideas, when I hear good music or something that I love, I'd be like, man, I wish I do that. When I hear things I don't like that become successful, I don't listen to it all day. People say, wait, what? How many people in here have songs that's out, that people love, that you think sound dope? Is it, okay.
I hate my baby too. Okay.
No, I want to say this. I don't listen to that music more than music that I like. Because in my mind, I think I'm good. I don't think this good, but the masses has told me that I'm wrong. I wonder what they hearing that me hearing. So I would be in my car I have a playlist of songs that I dislike, that I don't play over and over and over because I was like, what am I missing? And when I learn, okay, this is for people that want write songs, produce songs or something. When I learn the science and the math of music, because there's a science in making a hit record. There is a process where you could make a hit record. I don't want to say easier, but there's just a formula. When I learned, my mentor who teach me, he was like, yo, if I get water, lemon, and sugar, and I put them in a cup, what I making? Lemonade. Okay, sometimes my lemonade having too much sugar. Sometimes it's too tart. Sometimes it's too watery. But you know what it is every time? Lemonade. And when people making songs, what we don't understand is how mathematically symmetrical music is. What does that mean? You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on. This, that, and na. Don't ever look back. In music, that's A-A-B. You have an A section meaning both first two parts is the same way. The syllables is the same, the melody is the same, and in the third part it changes. And what does it do? Don't ever look back, don't ever look back. My heart stops when you look at me. Just one touch, baby, I believe. And again, if you watch music, majority, 99.9% of the songs that you love, they're not right. You don't know why you like it. You like this song? I promise you, if you look at the math, it don't change.
I like that. So that's a part of the formula for becoming successful or creating that hit niche thing.
That is a part of the formula to creating hits consistently, because a lot of the times, everybody in this room just in the studio doing what we think sounds good. I want something, I don't know what I like. When I'm in the studio, I am not thinking about the consumer. People don't know what they want until you give it to them. I didn't know that I like these pants until I saw them. I wasn't at home saying, I want some green pants with a stick. We don't think like that. You are not at home saying that, you know what? I want a song about clocks. Somebody need to make that. No, they went in the studio, everybody out there asked when they get the clocks.
Hey.
They had like it, they put it out, you were like, I like it too. So the consumer should be the last person that you're thinking about while you in the studio or while you making your music. You should be thinking about your personal taste, because I don't break it down in America, because I live in America, right? There's 365 million people in the United States of America. The most albums ever sold in the history of music in America is Thriller by Michael Jackson and the Eagles' Greatest Hits, which is about 50 million records. That means 315 million Americans didn't buy it. You need 500,000 people to go gold, you need 1 million to go platinum, you need 10 million to go diamond. If an arena in America holds 40,000 people in 50 states, you need 2 million Americans to sell out the United States of America. Why do you care about everybody?
That's mad.
Why are you in the studio, or why are you doing something saying, yeah man, I want everybody to like it. Everybody can't like it. My music sound dumb to some are you in here. Some are literally in here. I only hear because the man's successful. I don't like your music at all. Who cares? If I had listened to Ayu, my family would be starving.
No, sir.
It's true. So you can't, music is an art, because we talk about art and artists. Art is an opinionated based thing.
Dr. Thomas has shared his passion for inspiring his people, encouraging local artists to pursue their dreams and embrace their unique voices.
You need to create your brand. I take my son I take my son to a concert to see an artist. I don't know if I know Tyler the Creator. I take my son to see Tyler the Creator. My son is 16, that's his favorite artist. I had no one song. He sell out the Phillips Arena in Atlanta 3 nights in a row. I had no one song. When we went to the show, a bunch of kids were dressed in green and following whatever it is Tyler said to say, and everybody was screaming all the words to the top of their lungs. And he never get off brand. Whatever your brand is, whoever you sell it to, whoever you talk to, them is the only people you need to talk to. You need 500,000 people to go platinum. You need 1 million people to go, no, you need 500,000 to go gold. Sorry, 500,000 to go gold, 1 million to go platinum, 10 million to go diamond. And I promise you, there isn't a lot of diamond records. There is more successful artists with gold and platinum records than there are diamond. So just focus on your base. Focus on who you try to reach. If you don't make reggae and dancehall, America, you shouldn't even care. You shouldn't even care about America. You should be like, I tried to go through the Caribbean, I tried to get to Europe, I tried to get to Canada, if I in America, I want to get to Miami, New York. I want to get to the places with a high influx of Caribbean people. You understand what I'm saying? And now because the internet, the world becoming so small, and international music so big, that I know this might sound crazy, because America is like the pinnacle place that everybody want to go, but you don't have to go there to be successful. Yo, you don't have to be there to be successful anymore. I promise you.
The pendulum has shifted because Africa has now become a major hub.
Africa, Korea. India on its way to be one of the biggest places for music in the world. India has a population of 1.8 billion people. And they're trying to figure out how to get Spotify. When Spotify hit India, America ain't gonna know how to compete with 1.8 billion people. The population of South Korea is, if I'm not mistaken, 65 million. Google it, somebody could Google it. I may be wrong, but it's someplace like 65 or 100 million people, maybe. That's South Korea. And K-pop is one of the biggest genres in the world. If you go to America, them Koreans is whooping everybody's ass right now, dog. K-pop Demon Hunter is literally the biggest thing on the planet. It's been number one forever. You understand what I'm saying? So, again, focus on your fan base, focus on the people that like you, the people that you care about, and build with them. And I promise you, you're gonna eventually make it. This is the thing about success, and I just want to give a bunch of information because I don't do this. I don't do this here with Americans all the time. I don't travel throughout America and the world. I don't never get to come home and talk to Virgin Islanders and Isles my people. And I want to see more of us in the rooms that I'm in. You know what I mean? And with everything that I currently doing and currently understand about music, with technology and the things that you're able to do, you don't need what you think you need in order to get out there. You know what you need more than anything? Good product. If you in here and you trying to figure out how to be big, what you should focus on now is use a dancer. You could go and make TikTok videos of you dancing, and I promise if your dance as good as you is, it gonna spread. You could go on TikTok, Instagram right now, and if you could sing as good as you think you could sing, if you load up and post up 3 times a day, the algorithm gonna find you. Because I'm discovering kids from Italy, from Paris, from Africa on my page, and I live in LA. And I'm finding kids from every place. So you don't necessarily need to be like, oh man, I gotta figure out how to leave. You have to figure out, how am I going to make a product that competes with everybody else?
The artist seminar was the brainchild of Homegrown Studios' Rahul Jugu Sprove.
We are so excited to see so many creative minds gathered here this evening. Tonight is about more than just music. It's about vision, growth, and creating opportunities for artists to take their craft to the next level. This seminar was created with one purpose in mind: to empower, to equip artists, both aspiring and established, with the tools, knowledge, and inspiration needed to thrive in today's ever-evolving music industry. We know that talent is not enough. To truly succeed, artists need guidance, strategy, and the right connections. We need to be able to share knowledge and spark creativity. That will help us to build a strong foundation for your music career, or for all music career.
The seminar held at Treasure Isle's Road Town Tortola drew a full house with artists of all kinds filling the space to the overflow. Premier and Minister of Finance Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley and top executive of Caribbean Sellers Kevin Foy were there in a show of full support.
Something that I'm extremely happy with that's taking place today. And I just want to say congratulations to Jugo and his team for putting it on. Let's give him a round of applause for that. I would say that this is not something that Jugo and his team and even Theron and others have to do. You know, it's important that when you've achieved a certain level of success in the industry, that you don't kick the ladder down behind you, but that you help to create opportunities for others, and you use your success and what you've been able to pick up in the course of working at your craft and being successful at your craft, what you've been able to pick up to be able to share that with others, and that's something that I find to be extremely impressive.
Here are the sponsors, Homegrown Studio. Thank you for this opportunity to be here, to be able to sponsor an event such as this afternoon. So when Jugo reached out to me about this initiative that he's doing and asked if I wanted to be a part of this event, for me it was a no-brainer. Of course, I wanted to be a part of something, especially when it comes to music. You know, deep in my heart, I think as a musician, I feel I could sing, I could play instruments, I could do all kind of things, but that's in the comfort of my home.
But the highlight of the night was Dr. Thomas himself. Moderated by Angel Cameron, the conversations explored many aspects of the music industry, with Dr. Thomas offering guidance, insights, and encouragement to aspiring artists. After more than 2 hours of engaging discussions, attendees were calling for more, challenging Sprove and his team to continue these valuable sessions. We will bring you more of Dr. Thomas's interactions and insights from this groundbreaking seminar in subsequent publications. With this JTV News feature, Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.